Good afternoon, students. Mr. B is here just to give you another reminder about how to find helpful websites for your topic. I will also make a video about writing, okay? But video is more about how to find good websites and how to use them. So remember when we were using Google Images, or for Google Images, I believe most of you are very familiar in how to find it, right? I can type in images and I can search for what I'm looking for, right? Oregon Trail, for example, right? We all know how to find good images. Remember that every image, for example, this one, which I like, every image works. It depends on what you write. So don't, if you think if you can ask Mr. B, is this image good? Is this image good? It depends on what you write. I can use this image of the Oregon Trail and talk about both power and conflict in here. I can think of, if I think hard enough and I think smart enough, I can think about power and conflict inside of this image, right? I can think of power in terms of how much land we acquired. I can think of conflict in terms of, remember, conflict is between people and nature too. Remember, I can think of how hard it was to travel, how dangerous it was to travel this route. That could be my conflict, right? So every image can be easy to find power and conflict in. Okay, let's take a look at the article that I did though about the indigenous tribe removal. Right, again, I want you to use the critical reading strategy. The first paragraph, the last paragraph, and then give it a rating. You may find, like I did, I was able to find power and conflict in just my 2 paragraphs here. I didn't have to read all of this. But let's say that you didn't find anything helpful in these first 2. It's okay to skim read just a few paragraphs, like maybe this, right? I could skim read from here and take power and conflict. Remember, I'm not testing you on how you have to read the whole article. I'm testing your ability to pull information out that is related to power and conflict. So you might skim read a couple paragraphs at a time. Once you find something about power or conflict, you can say, I've got it. I'm going to stop right here. Okay. And I'm going to put that back into my presentation that I'm making right here, for example, right? I can put my text here and my image here. Okay. So don't forget, friends, that you can easily use the critical reading strategy to help you find articles, right? Remember, don't be discouraged, right? You may not be able to find articles that best give you information. You may have to check a few times. Look at your source, right? History.com is a good source because it needs people to pay attention to what they're writing. Okay? Anyone cannot just go in there and edit stuff, right? Britannica is a good website because it's an encyclopedia, right? It's not just, oh, there's that image. There's not just some person writing randomly who wants to, right? So pay attention to your website, right? Pay attention to, again, your search, right? Oregon Trail may be too generic. I may have to write Oregon Trail dangers, right? If I'm looking for maybe conflict, right? In my article, right? Or Texas annexation dangers, or Texas annexation battles that were fought, right? Sometimes by reading about or reviewing, even going back to those ed puzzles about what your topic is, can give you ideas for looking for images. Because remember, you need 3 separate images. So 3 different images about the Oregon Trail, or 3 different images about the Texas annexation. Remember that those ed puzzle videos can also be good, right? Mr. B is going to stop here and make another video about how we could write good sentences.